So there's something here. If you don't have any joy in obeying Christ, you're missing something here, something vital. And without that joy, without that satisfaction, without learning how to appropriate that, you're not going to sustain that level of obedience. You're not going to be able to keep it up, because it then just becomes you're trying to do it in your own strength. So I have to learn how do we find this joy, this promise that God gives us. So I hope over the last few weeks that, and with these verses particularly, that I've shown at least two things. Number one, that our love for Jesus can be measured by our obedience to Him. I'll say that again. That our love for Jesus can be measured by our obedience to Him. And I'm talking obedience from the heart. Yeah, not just an outward show, but what is your heart life like? What is life like in your mind, in yourself? Do you have that obedience that goes right to the core? So that even when nobody else is watching, even when nobody else knows, only God knows, that you are actually being obedient to God, and you're doing it out of your love for Him. So our love for Jesus can be measured by our obedience to Him. And two, that our obedience should be joyful. It should not be arduous. It shouldn't be something like that we've got to do. If it's something that we feel, oh, got to do this, don't really want to, then there's something wrong that needs to be addressed. Now the Apostle John says, "For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous." In other words, they're not a burden to us. You know, it's not like I've got this sin that I really want to do, but I have to postpone it. I have to kind of put it off because I'd rather be indulging my flesh, but unfortunately I've got to put that off in order to do this thing that God requires. You know, we are to embrace full obedience to God and to learn to delight in the destruction of sinful thoughts, words, actions and opportunities.